Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Mark Lazelle. I'm the business website director here at Healy Consultants Group, and I'm based out of our Singapore office. This afternoon, I have with me Grace Odhiambo. She's the Senior Client Engagements Manager for Healy Consultants, and she operates out of our office in Johor Bahru in Malaysia. Good afternoon, Grace.
Good afternoon, Mark. It's a pleasure always to speak with you.
Indeed it is, Grace. Indeed it is. Grace, I believe that you're working on an India engagement at the moment from your office there in Malaysia. And I believe that we're going to be talking today about the first sort of procedures in that engagement. It's an ongoing engagement, so there are further deliverables to come in the next few weeks. But first of all, will you tell me a little bit about the client and what they're aiming to do in India?
Definitely. So I have a client who contacted us from the US, and he was in the process of setting up his US C Corp company. And he wanted to set up a similar establishment in India. So initially he contacted us to find out whether it would be better to set up an India limited liability company or a branch. And we recommended we recommended a limited liability company because the US Corp had not yet been established. So setting up a branch would sort of be, would not make sense. So he went with what we recommended, and his business activity was IT services, software development and IT services in India. So so we proceeded with that. We set up the company. We are in the process. Still, the company it's an ongoing engagement, as you mentioned. So yeah, that's what he wanted to do. And he also mentioned he would have 3 employees in India based in Bangalore or based out of Bangalore. He would find his own office, and then the 3 staff would work remotely from India, but he would manage the business from the US.
Okay. From your own perspective as Senior Client Engagements Manager, Grace, have you worked on an India engagement in the past, or is this your first one?
Actually, this is my first one. So learning as I go, but
yeah.
So far the engagement has gone quite smoothly with our India affiliate, and he's been a great help throughout the process.
Sure. Can you give us a little bit more clarity on what the process is? For a US client going into India, what are some of the procedures that our clients need to look out for?
So first thing, there are documents that you need to provide us. Normally, we will provide you a list of those documents. And for an India engagement, you'll need a nominee director in India if you do not have someone to appoint as a director in India. So that is a requirement. So
did we provide that in this case?
Yes, we did provide one because the client has a director that he wanted to appoint, but considering this person is working for a different company, the person thought that it might clash with his current job, so he wasn't comfortable taking on that role.
Understood.
Yeah. So we provided the nominee director.
Okay, very good.
So for the documents, all documents must be notarized and apostilled in the US. So that took a bit of time from the US side because of the current pandemic situation. It takes a little bit longer than usual to get the documents apostilled. And then once the apostilled documents are received in India, then we can submit the application to the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, and the ministry will revert within a month normally.
Very good. And in your working experience of the engagement so far, obviously you said there that the US side was a little slower due to the pandemic. Have things panned out in India itself on the ground with our affiliate there? Has that gone according to plan? Do you feel there are areas that were particular challenges so far in this engagement?
To be honest, no. We had given the client a time frame because he initially contacted us in March. And we started the engagement in April, and we had given him a time frame of setting up the company by end of July. But everything went quite smoothly, and the company was registered by 1st of June.
Wow.
So it went much faster than I had anticipated.
That's excellent news, and I'm sure we have one very happy client as a result of that.
Yes.
In summary, Grace, just if you don't mind outlining what are the next steps that we're planning to have on the engagement. What now have you got in the pipeline coming up?
So after the registration of the company is done, then the ministry will send out a link that the client needs to click on this link and do some verification, some video recording and submit, because obviously the client is based in the US and the government just wants to make sure that they're actually dealing with whoever they
Yes.
think they're dealing with. So they have to verify you online through their portal. It's called an e-mudra. And then once that's done, we can apply for the digital signature certificate, and which is also licensed by the certifying authority. And once that is complete, once we have the DSC and the documents are submitted accordingly, we will then proceed with the next step, which is a director identification number. We will apply for that.
Okay. Are we opening bank accounts for the client at all, Grace, in this engagement?
We are, and we are mainly targeting HSBC, but we are also approaching local banks in India just as a buffer.
Okay, very, very, very good. It certainly sounds as if currently it's all going according to plan. There are, in most engagements, I guess, there are challenges that we always appear to overcome. What would be the main key takeaway of the engagement to date, Grace?
Well, the process can be much more simple. It's just that the client takes a bit of time because he's at the same time trying to set up his US company, which takes a bit of time and requires more attention from him. So he's a bit slower to respond. But if everything goes smoothly, we need to complete the engagement from the time the India government approves the company. We need to submit all the documents, verify the business address, and the client needs to remit the paid up capital into the bank account as soon as possible. So I'm just hoping that this can proceed so that we avoid any penalties from the India government.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Well, no doubt in the next few weeks at some point, we will touch base again on this engagement, and you can describe to us in full colour how it went. And I'm sure that with your expertise, it will be going as smoothly as it possibly can, and our client will be very happy. Thanks so much, Grace, for giving us the status update on this engagement, and we look forward to speaking to you fairly soon again on this.
You're most welcome, Mark, and I will definitely have more information over the coming weeks.
All right. Thanks, Grace. Have a good afternoon.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.